Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup
between the Washington Commanders
and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we'll see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, set.
And right away, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 2nd and inches, Powell escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 30. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down, Powell.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 4 that time, and that leads to a Washington first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, guys, handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And Lance going to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To throw, it's Lance. Pressure gets to him. He will go down.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Howell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Faking the handoff. Howell.
They'll roll him in. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. That one complete out to Dotson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get him.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Howell now.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Lance.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw right side taken in by Gibson.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Washington on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Howell throwing on third down here.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing now is Lance.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Powell setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Lance looking to throw it.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ready up. Blue is striking. Black shot.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Howell.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Howell.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Howell. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Slot man moves right.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Lance now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Right.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's good for an Eagles.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Lance.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Strike 2.
Here's Lance.
Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Ready, quick. Black Ultra.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Taken in at the 3.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
straight ahead. It's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Hurry, hurry. Ready?
Now Lance going to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
And Lance now to throw.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Desperation time here. Lance.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete.
Red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Second down. Howell now.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Off the option, here's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
68 yards.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
Let's go. And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Washington,
it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.